Hey, hello. So this, I'm not saying what day it is. Well, today it's Sunday, but the video you're watching, the video I'm going to put in here is from yesterday, because I took a lot of video yesterday, and I had problems with my GoPro, let's put it that way. It didn't record right, and it switched to the thing where it takes pictures, and it took a whole bunch of pictures. And then it overheated, and I couldn't get it to turn back on. So I turned it off. I took the battery out, and the battery smelled, and I made the mistake of smelling the battery, and I got a really bad headache. And my youngest son reminded me, yeah, you got to stop smelling everything. So I'm trying to keep that in my mind. Stop smelling everything. Anyway, so one of the things I had said in the beginning of the video yesterday for Saturday, June 19th, 2021, is that it was Juneteenth, and it's the first time it's being recognized as a national holiday. And if you don't know about Juneteenth, I'm going to put a link to a short video describing it from the History Channel in the description below. If you want to check that out, I suggest it. And let's see. Yeah, so we were going out yesterday to look at getting drapes, and I think this next part I'm going to talk about the drapes. And here we go. Okay, so we were looking at the drapes at the, at Bed Bath & Beyond and Boscov's. And the kind that they have like 3 different kinds. One is, there's like a pocket at the back of the top of the drape. You can put a rod in. The second kind has tabs at the top to put a rod through. And the third kind has giant grommets, these big metal holes, to put a rod through, So, technically not drapes to me, because part of having a drape is that it kind of closes over the window, so it helps insulate a little bit. So now the kind of drapes that we usually get, they're calling them blackout drapes.
We're not getting blackout drapes.
Well, the regular drapes are too thin.
They have in between. They have this thickness. I don't want blackout drapes, because that's what you use if you work third shift, or you need a room that can be totally dark.
Well, we need lined drapes, at least. They need to be lined.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Drapes, yeah.
So we were out there, and I was like, I don't want to decide yet, because I don't know what I want. So we came home. Plus we have that traversing rod that lets you open all the shades at once.
Big, long...
So I was looking at stuff on. So when we were at, this is a long story for drapes, isn't it? Anyway, so when we were
it's all part of our finishing our living room.
It's an experience. Finishing the living room's an experience. I guess we're not supposed to change the drapes every 19 years. We're supposed to do it sooner. But
yeah.
Look, those kind of drapes were expensive. They're not custom.
They were expensive to us.
They were expensive to us back in the day. I don't remember how much they were. But there's 6, is it 6 panels or 8 panels?
6 panels.
And I had to buy them, they only came as 1. So now you can buy some panels as a set of 2. Anyway, so when I got home, when we were at Boscov's, they had they only had the new kind of drapes, but they had this one section where they had traversing rods that you could buy, and they had those pins up there, those drapery pins. But they also had this other kind of drapery pin that, instead of it having the 2-prong thing that goes up through the pinch pleats, it had a single sharp pin. So we were like, I wonder if we can hang the ones that have back pockets, if we can hang them from those. So I came home and I was looking up stuff online, and I found somebody else who's been through the same stuff we've been through, looking at drapes. I know, first world problems, right? So the pins, the lady that was having the same problem, she ended up using the the pins, those new pins, to go up through. The same thing Bob recommended at the store, but I didn't know if it would hold it or if it would kind of flop over, you know. I know if the top has to be thick enough. So we have to get that still. We haven't gotten that. And then let me show you this. I'll show you what we decided to do with above the couch. Here's a black and white piece of art that our son did in college. And here's another piece. They're not exactly the same size, but we were thinking we could get them framed similarly and put them next to each other here, and it would give a good effect. Hey, we're in the car. We're using the mobile phone camera. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
The battery on the GoPro died. I told her to get a new battery.
Gotta get a new battery. Gotta get a second battery.
Gotta get a second battery and charger.
So I can charge it back and forth. What's going on? Are they about to do some kind of construction up here?
I don't know.
So we just went into
Bed Bath &
Beyond, and they only had like 2 kinds of curtains or drapes that we liked, and
they're spraying something.
They didn't have enough of it. Oh, I don't know if you know about it, but the birds in our area, like the tri-state area, there's some kind of sickness going on, so they've told people to like empty their bird feeders and their bird baths, because birds don't know how to social distance, and those are places where they would gather together.
Birds won't stay 6 feet apart. I want to see birds put a mask on.
And they said if you see a bird acting weird in your backyard, like acting sickly, you're supposed to call. I don't remember what they said what to call. There's like some science group that wants to come get them or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's sick birds apparently, but I haven't seen any sick birds.
Me either.
Not yet, at least. Anyway, I'm just saying that because he said they're spraying something back there. When we lived in Alabama, they used to spray for mosquitoes. Was it once a summer or twice a summer?
It was like once a month. So it's like usually
During
3 or 4 times a summer.
So you were supposed to keep your kids in because there's chemicals being sprayed off these trucks.
Yeah.
They'd come down the street. And some people, they were like, hey, it's not going to do anything to my kids. And they'd stick their kids out there while these trucks are spraying chemicals to kill mosquitoes. Oh my God. The mosquitoes in Alabama, though, you don't want to mess with them. You can see them. I mean, they're really big, and you can see what they're doing to you, and you're like, this is very disturbing. It's not like the little ones up here where you're like, yeah, you smack it, and maybe there's a little bit of blood or whatever. The ones down there, you're like,
they're bigger, yeah.
You're like looking at it, you're like, what? My blood is going through that straw. It's disturbing. Anyway.
So Bed Bath & Beyond had horrible selection. Well, when we looked yesterday, the other day, it looked like they had a big selection. But the big selection they had is almost all grommet.
Yeah, the ones with the grommets.
So the pleated ones that we want, they're called pocket back or whatever. They only had like one little section of them, and we found one we liked, and there was only what, 3 of them, 3 packs.
There was only 1 pack. Well, there was 3 packs of the one that had the embroidery pattern on it. Which
Yeah.
I didn't know if I wanted to get that one or not. We need 6.
Yeah.
We need 6 drapes.
And they didn't have the hooks we needed anyway. No, we're going to Lowe's, remember?
Oh, yeah, we're going to Lowe's.
So we're going to go to Lowe's and look, because we have to go to Lowe's anyway to take care of, pre-COVID, we ordered a door. A new front door. To get it installed.
We're having front door issues. I don't want to go into detail with them, but,
well, we have the deadbolt. We're using a deadbolt right now because the doorknob itself is not working properly.
But we've needed a new door for a while. I mean,
yeah, that's
you
why
could say, okay, we could replace the doorknob.
We could. And I could replace the doorknob, and I was going to, but there's really no point.
The door.
If within a month I'm going to totally replace the locks
We're going to
and
replace
the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it has some splits in it that I've repaired years ago, but you can see the repairs. So.
And you can see through it. You can see through where the repairs are, which means air comes through.
Listen, I don't want people to think they can break in. Well,
we have a deadbolt, and we have 1 million people in our house at any given time.
Yeah, there's so many people in our house. So many people.
Dude.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
So we're going to Lowe's to look at curtains and talk about our door.
Drapes.
Whatever. What's the difference between curtains and drapes?
Well, drapes are longer and they're usually lined, so I've already discussed this, so that they insulate. I guess nobody cares about what the difference is anymore. Listen, we could just tape a bunch of newspaper to the window. Good average or whatever the place you worked for a couple weeks. I worked there for more than a couple weeks, thank you.
Well, I don't know.
And it's very expensive. Those are custom drapes.
I like Lowe's because they cater to veterans.
I mean, really, we go to both. We go to Lowe's and to Home Depot.
Yeah.
But they have like veteran parking spots here, and they have veteran discount.
All right, we'll be back in a little while, unless she vlogs while we're in there.
Okay, so that was the part with the drapes. Oh, Bob wants to show you what we got. You want to bring it out? Well, I wanted to show what the top looked like on the old ones. Is there a way to get like one of the panels off?
So the old drapes in here. There's a panel that's only 2 feet wide.
Yeah, these are called pinch pleats. And here's what it looks like on the inside, see?
And they got these things pulling off.
So you see that? That goes up through these 2 channels here.
And then the hook,
like
the hook here, goes in the traversing rod, which goes all the way across the window.
Traversing rod, yeah. So it's hard to get pinch pleat drapes. At least we've had trouble getting them. So we got, what are these kind of drapes called?
Pocket
drapes. So let's
drapes.
move this aside. So this is what the old ones look like. It's kind of like a cream color, and it has a little bit of an embroidery part. 19 years old. We'll probably vacuum them and put them to Goodwill.
These are not.
They're not what? Yeah, that's what it was.
Well,
that's the kind of thing it was.
So this doesn't have the pinch thing up front. It's all smooth. So it'll be gathered by just us doing it. But it has, the back looks, normally if you have a curtain rod.
Yeah, you could put the rod through.
You can go all the way through the middle piece in here. Or you can put it through here. So what we're going to do is we have a different kind of hook this time.
Not the best sewing on this.
Oh, they're only $30 a panel.
I'll have to get.
So these hooks, these hooks here, same kind there.
I'll show the
but these have this, a point.
See?
So what we're going to do.
Instead, the other one had this, oh yeah, this kind of thing at the top. So he's going to pin it through, and hopefully it'll hold them upright. What are we thinking? 6 per? How about that? What do you think? No, look, it's gonna do this.
No, you gotta put it further down then.
Oh, maybe if I put it right up against the edge. So I got one in.
Me too.
Like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Look, I have it going straight through to where this part is. Oh, it's still coming through a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to do that. There might be a secret to do this that we don't know.
Yeah, maybe we want to do it so...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7.
How many did we buy?
We bought 4. 4 times 7 is.
Well, there's 4.
is
Oh, how many of
42,
these? So we bought 3 of them.
bought exactly the right amount.
Okay. Well, let's put these on and see how it goes. Anyway, we'll show you an update when we get closer to getting the the living room together.
We'll show you the old drapes and the new drapes when they're all hung.
Yeah. So that's all we got for the Saturday video. Hope you're having a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
I was relying on. Oh.
Say bye.
Bye.